Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. You know how I love a good secret, especially those juicy Hollywood ones. But today we're ditching the Walk of Fame and diving into the fascinating world of everyday objects and uncovering some secrets you probably never knew about. We're talking about those things you see every single day but never really think twice about. Get ready to have your mind blown because we're about to reveal the why behind the what on some seriously common stuff. Get ready to impress your friends with your newfound knowledge because after this video you'll be the most fascinating person at the water cooler, and let's be honest, who doesn't want to be the life of the break room? Alright, picture this. You're on a plane, hurtling through the air at hundreds of miles per hour. You glance out the window and bam, you spot a tiny, almost invisible hole. What's it doing there? Is it some secret government spy thing? Well, hold on to your peanuts and pretzels because the answer is way less dramatic but still pretty cool. That little hole is called a bleed hole, and it's basically there to regulate cabin pressure. You see, airplane cabins are pressurized to keep us all from, passing out at 30,000 feet. But that pressure difference between the inside and outside of the plane is intense. The bleed hole acts like a pressure valve, allowing a small amount of air to escape and making sure the cabin stays at a safe and comfortable pressure level. So next time you're flying, give a silent thank you to that tiny hole for keeping your eardrums intact. We've all been there, right? You buy a new shirt or a pair of pants, and tucked away in the pocket or pinned to the tag is this little baggie with an extra button and a tiny square of fabric. And we all think the same thing. Well, that's handy if I need to sew on a button or patch a hole. But here's the thing, that little fabric swatch isn't meant for mending at all. It's actually there for a much more important reason, color testing. See, different fabrics and dyes react differently to things like detergent, bleach, and even sunlight. That little swatch is like a test dummy for your clothes. Want to know if that new red shirt is going to bleed all over your whites? Test it out on the swatch first. It's like a little insurance policy for your wardrobe. Okay, this one's for all you drivers out there. You're cruising down the road, glancing at your dashboard, and you see it, that little arrow next to the gas gauge. Ever wonder what it's trying to tell you? Well, consider this your decoder ring for your dashboard. That little arrow is actually a super helpful indicator that tells you which side your gas tank is on. I know it sounds simple, but think about it. When you're driving a rental car or borrowing a friend's car, it can be tough to remember which side to fill up on. That arrow is like a little gift from the car gods, saving you from that awkward moment at the gas station. Chapter 4. The curious case of the tiny jean pocket. Let's be honest, we've all looked at that tiny pocket on our jeans and thought, what am I supposed to put in there? A tic-tac? It's too small for a phone, too awkward for keys. So what gives? Well, believe it or not, that little pocket actually has a long and storied history. Back in the Wild West days of denim, it was known as a watch pocket, and it was designed for cowboys to store their pocket watches. Yep, you heard that right. Cowboys needed a safe and secure place to keep their timepieces safe from the rigors of the range, and that tiny pocket was the perfect solution. Of course, these days, most of us aren't rocking pocket watches, but that little pocket remains a testament to the history of our favorite jeans. Chapter 5. The Pen Cap Conspiracy. Okay, let's talk writing utensils, people. Specifically, let's talk about those little holes in pen caps. You've seen them, right? Ever wonder why they're there? Well, I'm about to blow your mind with this one. Those holes aren't just for decoration or to let your pen breathe or whatever. They're actually a life-saving feature. Think about it. Pen caps are small, easily swallowed, and a choking hazard, especially for kids. That little hole allows air to pass through, preventing a complete blockage of the airway if someone accidentally swallows it. It's a simple design feature that's saved countless lives. So next time you click that pen cap, take a moment to appreciate the ingenuity of that little hole. Chapter 6. The keyboard's secret code F and J. For all you keyboard warriors out there, I've got a question for you. Have you ever noticed those little bumps on the F and J keys? No, they're not Braille, but they are a secret code of sorts. Those little bumps are there to help you type without looking at your keyboard. They're like homing beacons for your index fingers, letting you find the home row without ever taking your eyes off the screen. It's a technique called touch typing, and once you master it, you'll be typing like a speed demon, so go ahead, give it a try. Find those bumps, feel them out, and let your fingers fly. All right, this one's a fashion mystery for the ages. That little loop on the back of your shirt, what's it for? Is it a handle for your mum to grab when you're misbehaving? Well, the answer might surprise you. Back in the days of yore, when sailors were the ultimate fashion icons, those loops were essential for hanging shirts on hooks in cramped ship cabins. It was a way to keep their clothes wrinkle-free and organized in tight quarters. Of course, these days, most of us aren't sailing the seven seas, but that little loop remains a nod to the nautical origins of this wardrobe staple. Okay, let's head to the kitchen for this next one. We're talking about those little holes in the handles of your pots and pans. You know the ones. Ever wonder why they're there? Well, get ready for some kitchen sink wisdom, because those holes actually serve two very important purposes. First, they're there for easy hanging. Hang your pots and pans on hooks to save precious cabinet space. But here's the real secret. That hole also doubles as a spoon rest. That's right, you can rest your messy spoon right in that hole while you're cooking, preventing drips and spills. It's like a built-in spoon holder right there in your pot handle. Genius, right? Let's face it, we've all been there. You make a mistake, reach for your trusty eraser, and then the doubt sets in. Wait, which side is for what? For years, we've been told that the blue side of the eraser is for erasing pen ink, while the pink side is for pencils. But I'm here to tell you, folks, that's just not true. The truth is, the blue side of the eraser is often made of a more abrasive material that's designed for erasing on heavier paper, like construction paper. It's not actually meant for erasing pen at all. So next time you're reaching for that eraser, don't be fooled by the blue side's tough guy act. It's all hype. Calling all wine lovers. Ever notice those indentations on the bottom of wine bottles? No, they're not there to make the bottle harder to grab. They actually serve a very important purpose. Those indentations, known as punts, are there to strengthen the bottle and make it more resistant to high pressure, which is crucial for sparkling wines and champagnes. The punt also helps to distribute the weight of the bottle more evenly, making it less likely to tip over. So next time you're enjoying a glass of vino, take a moment to appreciate the engineering marvel that is the wine bottle punt. All right, let's talk security for a second. Specifically, let's talk about padlocks. Ever notice that tiny little hole at the bottom of most padlocks? It's not there for spies to plant listening devices, I promise. That little hole actually serves two very important purposes. First, it allows water to drain out, preventing the lock from rusting or freezing shut. But here's the real secret. That hole also allows you to lubricate the lock's internal mechanisms. Just a drop or two of oil in that hole can keep your padlock working smoothly for years to come. We use coins every day. But have you ever taken a close look at them? I'm talking about those ridges on the edges. They're not just for decoration, folks. Back in the day, coins were made of precious metals like gold and silver. Unscrupulous folks would shave off the edges of the coins to melt down and create counterfeit money. Those ridges, known as reeding or milling, were added to coins to prevent this practice. Even today, with our more sophisticated minting techniques, those ridges remain as a testament to the history of currency. All right, last but not least, let's talk about those little bumps on the bottom of glass bottles. You know what I'm talking about, those tiny raised markings. They're not just random imperfections. Those bumps are actually a secret code that tells you about the bottle's manufacturing process. The number of bumps, their shape and their arrangement can indicate things like the manufacturer, the plant where the bottle was made, and even the year of production. It's like a secret language spoken only by glass bottles. So next time you're recycling, take a moment to appreciate the hidden messages on the bottom of those bottles. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about these hidden secrets, make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more intriguing content. Who knew everyday objects could be so fascinating, right? We've got a whole world of secrets out there just waiting to be uncovered. So keep those peepers peeled and those brains engaged. See you next time.